Hey y'all, it is Kandi and I'm going to bring you the easiest recipe ever to make a tri-tip roast. This doesn't require any kind of special gadgets. You're going to bake it right in your oven. You're going to put whatever seasoning on it that you want, and it is super simple. You're just going to put it in the oven and basically forget about it. And when it is done, you will be one happy camper because tri-tip roast is delicious. So we are going to start with a tri-tip, and I bought one. I ordered it and it was 2.5 pounds, so that is what we are starting with. It says untrimmed, so we're going to see how much fat is on this. I do not trim off all the fat. I do like to leave some on, but if it's really thick, I will trim it. So it does not look like there's a lot of fat on this, so I'm not going to trim any of it. Maybe a little bit. Tri-tip sometimes has like weird fat on it. I don't know why. I don't know what part of the cow it comes from and why it has these weird pieces of fat, but it does. I'll show you what I mean. See, like this, it looks like skin or something. I don't know what it is, but if I see things like that, I'm gonna cut it off. So that looks like that's basically the only weird piece of fat that I see. Is definitely not like ribeye fat if you're used to that, but it is still good. So there's my tri-tip. Does not have a whole lot of fat on it. We're just going to season this up, let it sit for a while, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. I used to make this recipe by marinating it in Lawry's meat marinade, but that has starches in it and things that I just don't want to eat on carnivore. So all I'm going to do for me today is season it with some Redmond smoked salt. This is the apple pecan limited edition flavor. They don't sell it anymore. So if you guys got some of it, you're lucky because it smells and tastes delicious. So I'm just going to give this a good sprinkle of salt. We're going to salt both sides. So if you ever want to cook dinner and you have guests coming over and you want to make something that's super easy and you don't have to like stand over, this is your recipe. You can put any seasoning on it that you want. If you do want to use that Lawry's meat marinade and you're just doing maybe low carb, it is delicious. It comes in a little, like a taco packet, but it says Lawry's meat marinade. And I would just make up the marinade and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge for 24 hours. And I would just flip it when I thought about it. So we are going to be cooking this fat side up. Okay, so this has a healthy dose of salt on it on all sides. All right, y'all, so we have our seasoned tri-tip on a baking rack on a cookie sheet that is covered with foil. We're gonna stick it in the fridge for now, just let it sit for a while and absorb some of that salt and smoke flavor, and we will be back in a little bit when it's time to cook it. See you then. All right, y'all, it's been several hours and the tri-tip has been in the fridge. I took it out. It's going to rest on the counter for about an hour. You want it at room temperature. So make sure you take it out about an hour before you're going to cook it. And then you are going to preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Yes, that is right. 500 degrees. Don't worry, it's not going to burn. All right, so we have our tri-tip on the counter resting. We're going to bring it to room temperature. Then we are going to bake it at 500 degrees for 30 minutes. So you're going to bake your tri-tip at 500 degrees. Depending on how big it is, that's how long you're going to leave it in there for. My tri-tip is 2.5 pounds, so mine is 30 minutes. We're going to turn that oven off, and we are not going to open the door. We're not going to peek at that meat. We're just going to trust the process, and we're going to leave it in there for an additional 30 minutes. At that time, it's done. We're going to take it out and let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we're going to have a delicious roast. All right, do you see that? That's my meter, and that is what is going to tell me that this roast is done. You don't have to have it, but it sure does help if you don't want to overcook your food. That meter is going to Bluetooth to my phone, and it's going to tell me the internal temperature of this roast. So that's it. Simple, easy peasy. Once you get your process down pat, you are going to be good to go, and it's going to be one of the best roasts you ever made. Trust me. All right, so we had a 2.5 pound tri-tip roast. We cooked it on a cookie sheet in the oven for 30 minutes at 500 degrees. Then we did not open the oven door. We had to leave it shut, even if it smells like it's burning. You do not need to open it. It is not burning. You need to not be tempted. So just leave it shut, turn it off after 30 minutes, and then we cooked it for another 15 minutes, and it is at a medium rare. So this is what it looks like now. All right, that is what our roast looks like. I left the meter in when it was in the oven cooking, and my app tells me right now that that meat is 136 degrees on the inside, which is a medium rare. All right, we are going to cut into our tri-tip, and you can see how delicious it looks. This is the perfect cut of meat to cook for a crowd, and you do not have to babysit it. And you look at that, it's delicious. This is cooked to a perfect medium rare. Looks really good. So there you go, guys. Super easy carnivore roast that takes no time at all, and you do not have to babysit it. So easy to cook. Try it, you won't regret it. Anyways, thanks for stopping by tonight, and I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. Hope to see you here next time, and until then, stop eating processed foods. If y'all have never tried If y'all have never tried tri-tip, it's hard to say. If y'all had never